everyone, welcome back to more Wild Arms 2. We are on our 5th stream. I mean, technically, it would be more like 4 if we were talking about the ones that we've actually done from start to finish. We did have like an extra hour to get unburied from the church dungeon at the very, very beginning to technically have like 2 streams in one day, even though the second one only ended up being an hour over. But it is a 5th overall, but if we're doing like separate stream days as counting, it'd only be the 4th one. But in any event, it seems like we still have quite a bit more to go with this than we do with Atelier Iris 2. This game seems to definitely be a little bit worse than Atelier Iris 2, not by a whole lot. I think they're both at the end of the day are going to hit like at least at minimum 75. Atelier Iris 2 is probably closer to knocking on the door of an 80 score than this game is at this particular point. It's going to have to do something really, really formulaically different to really capture my intention in this particular game. I feel like we need harder bosses. I feel like we need appendages that actually do things independently because right now the formula seems to be dungeons that are all right and bosses that are okay and adequate, but nothing that's really pushing the game into exceptional territory yet, but we'll see. We shall see. I will go ahead and swap to scene number 1, which means we will have to go ahead and deactivate and reactivate our capture card. And I will have to go ahead and make sure the screen is stretched, but doing it by the PS5 menu is not the most accurate way to do it. We have to do it once we get the actual stream started. So I'll get ready to resize this. And while I'm doing that, I do want to go ahead and make an announcement about Cosmic Fantasy IV Part 2, because I've kind of alluded to this in at least 2 separate streams, but I want to commit to it. Sunday afternoon, since there's no Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament this Sunday, we're doing it every other weekend now, I will be streaming the finale of Cosmic Fantasy IV-2. I'm assuming if it has the same number of acts as 4-1, we have Act 8 and Act 9. So I'm going to give a full series recap, not just a full game recap, full series recap, just so that everybody kind of has a general idea of everything that's kind of happened up to this point. And, you know, what's got me so story invested in this particular game when I was just like, about all the other games other than 2 when it came to story. I'll go ahead and be pretty transparent about all of that, but that's going to be on Sunday. I'll just go into a full, probably, I don't know how long the recap is going to take, but we'll get through it, and then we'll get through the game, and I'll score it. It's a shame, like, I really wrote that game off, I felt rightfully, at the time, because it just had so much stuff going on at once that I just didn't think was good. 4-1 was any sort of indication. Okay, so we need to resize this more. Yeah. Seems to be about as good as it's going to get. Let's go ahead and push this up a little bit more. I think that's adequately spaced. Alright, so for those of you who don't know, Odessa is attacking. They are out of control, and so now we're going to go ahead and go forward. We've captured the invaders. A man and a woman. They are the enemies. Where shall we begin our fun? They aren't fools. They'll be coming any second. I'll search for the pillar, boy. You handle everything else. Judecca? What? Don't kill too many. I hate needless killing. I know. Just confuse them. We're after the pillar, boy. Remember, just confuse them. The wave. Something's happened. I'm starting to doubt the safety of the ship. In my humble opinion, we've stumbled into a war zone. And it's about to stumble into us. What is that? I can't believe we're in this mess. In my humble opinion, I wish I hadn't come. They're after Tim's power. Let's hurry. On orders of Lord Vinsfield, we will take the Pillar Boy. Alright, we've got our boss fight against Antinora. We'll see if this one's a step up or pretty similar to the last one we had against the other member. We have squad member Antinora. I'll have to make my TV a bit louder. This is a very quiet game. I bet you never thought your home base would be attacked. We found this place easily by tracing Alphael's lingering Carillion energy readings. Which means that all that nonsense with Ptolemaea wasn't useless after all. Alright. Well, we have so much HP, I don't think we're going to have to worry about a whole lot here. We'll go ahead and do a normal attack. Unfortunately, none of these are recharged after our last boss fight, so we're going to go right into Shot Weapon. There's no appendages. We'll do AM Cluster. And we'll go ahead and go straight into Flame. .338. Shot Weapon did 708. And AM Cluster 508. Ephemeron, targeting Brad, 621. We'll do Multi-Blast, our last AM Cluster, and then... Now the question is, are we actually going to fight Judecca? That I don't know. So he's attacking Brad again, so pretty easy target is to figure out who to heal. Multi-Blast, regular attack, and then heal Brad. Regular attack does 313. Now Ashley's gonna get clobbered for a bit, 603. And we're, oh dear, it does status elements. Okay, so silence and sleep. Well, that is actually a problematic move then. I kind of wrote it off. Let's heal Ashley. .575, and he is asleep also. Okay. Is it Peppy Acorn that wakes people up from sleep? I'm gonna have to look at the guide online. So Peppy Acorn, Wild Arms 2. Downhearted in Misery. Okay, we're gonna have to just keep going until we find the right one. Pinwheel, Wild Arms 2. Confusion is healed. Toy Hammer. Amnesia. Pixie Dust. Paralysis. So we are not doing great with figuring out what cures sleep. Violet Rose. Cures silence. I don't know if we have anything to cure sleep. We may not have anything to cure sleep, which makes this a pretty uncomfortable fight now. Hey, Akaro, how are you doing? Our party's falling to pieces. Everybody keeps sleeping on the job. Well, congratulations. There's certainly Nights into Dreams is the only other one on the agenda right now. Oh, great. She's the only person who isn't. Okay. Well, thankfully, nothing happened to us. Are they going to wake up ever, or is it only when they're attacked? I'm curious what you'll finally settle on redeeming. Especially since it sounds like it's going to be an RPG, otherwise you would have done the 35,000. Condition green. Okay, Brad is finally awake. Good work, Brad. Targeting Lilka again, that is a problem if she gets to sleep. Poison. Poison is fine. Ashley is finally awake. Yeah, definitely rough if you don't have the sleep cure. Oh, counter. Not particularly strong, thankfully. Back to sleep? Not this time. Fortunately, my abilities are still blocked because of silence, so I can't transform. Oh, that was the wrong target. I meant to hit Ashley. It's tough because we have absolutely 0 bullets. I mean, it's her only move, but it's a surprisingly effective one. Okay, silence is cured. Silence is off the table. We'll access. That's pretty good, because you're going to hear this boss music loop a lot in pretty much all the boss themes. I guess transforming changes the music. Oh, we didn't even get to do anything with it. We just win. Brad and Lilka are level 19. I can't buy any more time. This is enough fun for now. Judeka should have the Pillar Boy by now. My job is done. I said wait! First we have to save Tim. I have to die, it seems. If I don't die, there's no point in having lived anyway. Proof that I was ever here will only come if I'm gone. I'm scared. I'm so scared. No! Colette. I want to protect you and everyone else. I want to run. I want to run away from it all. I want to protect you so that you aren't scared ever again. The only thing I can do to help you is what? What can you do? It's obvious, isn't it? Run. You can do that, right, Tim? Tony, what are you doing here? We wanted to fight with the dude and the others, too. So we snuck on board, but that wasn't so smart, was it? In my humble opinion, I think we'll just hold you back. But you can do something, right, with those powers of yours? Tony, Go fight with the dude and the others. Do it for us. No, for Young Arms. friend, so I'll give you my hand. But you'll have to get up on your own, Tim. Tony, what should I do? Do what you want to. If you do what you really want to, I'm sure you'll find a way to succeed. I'm going. Sock it to him, and give the dude a hand for us too. In my humble opinion, Tim is now a force to be reckoned with. Don't be stupid, Tim was always like this. From the beginning, Tim was a force to be reckoned with. If he weren't, he would have never been in Young Arms in the first place. The Pillar Boy, will you tell me where he is now? Or would you prefer pain? I'll never tell you. The Pillar exists to aid the world, not to be your plaything. Feeble-minded old man. What was that? Was that the Blue Dragon? Grudiev, the Guardian of Earth? Is that the Pillar Boy? You'd better get out of here now if you don't. If I don't what? You'll have to face me. Don't get uppity on me now. You're the sacrifice, remember? Special Hockey Squad member Judeka. I don't feel like playing games, brat. The initial plan was to capture you, but it looks like I'll have to punish you too. Removing your ears wouldn't be too severe, I think. Resistance is futile. Alright, we are not quite at we can't combine yet. We have Smash Hit. I think it's probably best we defend. Okay. Wow, he sucks. Depends some more. I think we'll only be able to get Combine at 50. Miriam. Okay, that did a little bit better. Now we'll Combine. Vapor Blast. Is he gonna do like 5,000 like the tutorial battle or no? I mean, that still does a lot of damage. We'll have to recharge for our next blast. How much do we do with a normal attack? It's probably just better to just wait it out, right? Eh. Okay, so combine round 2. So probably another 1,600 damage. Ryoko can be used. What does that mean? I can't believe you have come so far already. I don't know what that is and how I can use it. I'll have to look at the menu next time I can. Tim, you're safe. Ashley. Now there are too many of them and only one of me. Change your strategy. If the Pillar Boy cannot be captured, then destroy him. Blastoon. Blastodon. Blow them all away. Blow up everything. This is Kate. A bomb has been detected in the Valeria Chateau. The location is the catapult room. I should have known they would have used a bomb like that. Okay, everyone, let's go. You come with us. You're part of the group. My goodness, we have a boss rush. So this is our third boss in a row. We have no bullets. Explosive Red Thundertone, because I used them all liberally, not thinking we'd have 3 boss fights in a row. How dare you, one right after another. Disposal of explosive materials is a very delicate operation. I'll do it after I take care of all of this. Please wait. The search for explosives found them at the same point as the monsters on this warship. It is likely that explosives have been implanted within the monsters' bodies. No, you're wrong. The monsters themselves are the bombs. There's no mistake. The scatter detects no metal objects within the monsters' bodies. Detected in the liquid secreted by the monsters is something like a very volatile explosive. In other words, the monsters are living bombs. So they're like the monsters we found in the Withered Ruins. If we beat them, they'll all go kaboom together. Right. But then again, that's what they intended from the start. So, what do you plan on doing? You can't do nothing, can you? Of course not. Section D52 of the warship is equipped with a lever catapult. We'll use that to shoot them off. As always, you sure come up with the craziest ideas. They sure don't look like they'll stay put on top of the catapult. Prepare for battle. First, tire the monsters' weapons out. After that, we'll capture them. Battle preparations. Is it okay to include attacks? There are 2 points to consider in treating this bomb as a weapon. First is the power of the explosion itself. The other is controlling the explosion. The better made the bomb, the less likely the explosion will be larger than expected. Okay, I'll give it a shot. But it's still dangerous. Irving needs to take cover, so I'm trying to figure out, like, what are they wanting me to, like, not use certain attacks? Is there something within the battle mechanic I need to mitigate? Because if so, I need to know what it is, because we've just had 2 boss battles before this one, and I need to not go straight into a third and screw it up and have to redo all of it. Unfortunately, I have to refuse. I'm the chief. As long as you're fighting with us, I can't let you leave here. I believe in you all. That's why I want you to accomplish your marvelous plan. You believe in us? Roger, if someone believes in us, it means we'll perform even better than our efforts. So Tim, Ashley, and Brad. We don't even have Lilka, which I'm really not happy about. I don't have a healer. And we're not healed from the last fight either. Wow. That's a cruel thing to start the battle with. So Red Butte. We also learned a skill, but I don't understand what it is. It's not on the... Red Butte. I don't know what that is. We'll have to figure it out. We have the pouches we can attack. There's no way to swap characters either, it doesn't look like. I can continue to do multi-blast. And then Brad can heal Barry. I guess we're gonna heal Barry Ashley. But this fight's gonna take a lot longer than I needed to because I have like no bullets on me. Evil Quasar. So they're weak to fire. You'd think that'd be the worst thing in the world to do against this enemy. We'll heal Barry Tim now. We're going to try to get our FP up so we can just do the super summon rather than just continuing to do the, I mean, the 900 plus damage is fine, but I'd rather invest it into a larger FP item attack. So what does this do? 228, no status ailment. Okay, looks like we took down the left side, so Terrible Shade goes off on Ashley again. Still not sure what it's meant to do. We will use the Combine ability. Multi-blast the pouch. Now we are wholly out of bullets. Vapor Blast. Alright, so damage output... pretty good. Almost 5,000 damage. So that appendage is like completely gone. So it's just the boss proper. We'll go ahead and Red Butte. Normal attack. Normal attack. And there we go. 4,500. Ashley's level 20. 2 Vitality Apples. We've confirmed the lowering of the monster's weapons bio patterns. All soldiers evacuate. EM Cage Catapult standby. Yeah, his summon ability is like extremely good. So we're starting the EM Cages 1 and 2 and continuing 3 and 4. Keep going. All soldiers evacuate the catapult. Shoot the target warship. Start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7. Blew it. Stop. Get away from the catapult. You believed, so it can't end like this. 0 count. Release the catapult. Ashley. Oh, access. I'm alright. I can walk on my own. Don't talk. Is that an order? Yes, it's an order. If you're worried about my body, you're barking up the wrong tree. But I want to fight alongside you. I want to fight with you despite my body being in this shape. My desire to protect Filgaia won't be surpassed by anyone. I'm able to fight. You already are. Thank you. That's so unlike you. Everyone hurry up, this way, over here. Under unconscious control, does it mean it started stabilizing? Or is it running out of control? This is wonderful. Tim is the perfect pillar. With abilities as great as his, he will certainly be able to manifest the power of the Guardians. Please wait. No, I don't want to die. Tim. But I want to do something for Filgaia. I want to protect the people I love. That's why I want to fight. That's why I want to live. To fight. People say die, but I'm not so weak as to want to die. We're trying to include Tim in arms. Do the people of Vasgar have a problem with that? No, I think it's fine. It'd be meaningless for the Pillar to die before his time. If the Pillar doesn't give his life of his own volition, the power of the Guardians won't be released. And that great power will be the salvation of all. If you truly want to protect that which you love, then lend us your strength. I don't want to die without being able to do anything. I'm begging you, lend us your power to protect that which needs protecting. In that case, come back with us to Mary Abul. The next battle awaits Arms. I don't want to die. I don't want anyone to die. So take care, Chief, and you too, Colette. I will be back. This is my home, right? Will you be able to forgive me? Tim? My daughter Sabrina, will your son ever be able to forgive me? We're back to Sylvaland. Oh, this is the king. I thought it was the back of the Queen of Sylvaland. King of Mariabul, you have done well. I have done almost nothing. It is these fellows here who deserve the real credit, I believe. Yes, indeed, you have my gratitude too. Come now, relax. I say, you're all heroes. Your deeds exceed even my own. The king likes to jest. Don't be afraid to play along. Now then, let us discuss Sir Irving's proposal. Did you consider it, sire? I did. If Odessa means to wage war on a global scale, then we require the same capabilities. Therefore, sire, I know we must fight Odessa on a global scale, but Arms is limited by the many restrictions placed on its authority. To fight Odessa effectively, we must resolve the various issues between nations. Please, sire, I must say, if we keep fighting Odessa the way we have been, they will gain the upper hand. I'm aware of that, but your chief has given me a very good idea. He suggested that we hold another Filgaia summit. There, our Mariabul, Sylvaland, and Guild Galad will gather to discuss what the three nations can do about the terrorist problem. After the incident in Sylvaland, even stubborn Guild Galad will have to attend. Sir Irving. Yes, sire? We need a secure site at which to hold the summit. A gathering of the three nations' leaders will present an inviting target. Don't worry, sire. I know the safest place in all of Filgaia. And where would that be? It's not on the ground. It's in the sky. I propose holding the 71st Filgaia Summit in the sky, aboard Valeria Chateau. I see, it'd be the first airborne summit. Yes, sire. Odessa does have Varucasis, but there's no way they could gain the advantage over us. And our most dependable troops will be awaiting aboard in case Odessa does attack. Yes, I see. I give you a new mission. I order Arms to protect the 71st Filgaia Summit. An attack on the summit by Odessa is conceivable. The objective of this mission is to protect the leaders in the event of such an attack. That is all. King of Mariabul. Queen of Sylvaland. Oh, we're going right into it. We get no breaks. We don't get to replenish our ammo. There's the Guild Galad Master. So the Guild Galad Master does not think that... I won't have it. It's wrong. Wrong, I say. Impulsive, aren't we? Then again, you always were. Why are you so calm about it? Haven't you thought about what giving Arms complete cross-border rights means? It means the strongest fighting force will have no limits. They can go anywhere. They're just terrorists with legal backing, which will make them even harder to dispose of. They are not terrorists. Their actions are just. We think it is erroneous to mistake the two. That just means they're fooling you. Aren't you mistaking good-naturedness for virtue? I don't think. Let us ask the Guild Galad Master then. What steps do you intend to take against these? Each country must strengthen their armed forces. That's the only way. However strong the terrorists get, our ability to defend ourselves must be greater. Peace through superior strength. You are underestimating their fighting ability. You will not understand until you see it for yourself. They can only be so strong. With our skill, we at Guild Galad could easily bring them to their knees. You know the Treaty of Iscariot was to limit military strength. We are faced with an emergency. Forget the treaty. Doesn't this Valeria Chateau itself violate the treaty? There are no arms aboard the chateau, just Arms itself. Your ideas are dangerous. Such thoughts will not make me forget the kingdom engulfed in salt. Will you follow in Slayheim's footsteps? Why you? We're in the middle of a summit. I'm sorry, but this is an emergency. There's a thermal energy source on the radar that may be the enemy aircraft Verucasus. 500 until contact. Is the enemy attacking? That is regrettable. What will you do? You just said you had no weapons on board. How will you face them? We expected Odessa to come during the summit. Why don't you take this opportunity to observe our close combat skills? We're depending on you. Ashley, do your best. I can't believe you all are so calm. Do you know how much danger we're in? That is true, but I've also seen arms in action. Whining about it won't help the situation. We must leave it to them, Guild Gladmaster. All soldiers, first battle formation. I just want to reiterate, we have not saved in the 3 boss fights that we've done in the game so far. We have still not been given the opportunity to save our progress. So I'm worried. Now the ship will launch an ambush on the enemy's Gullwing-class flying machine. Ashley, Brad, Lilka, and Tim will storm the plane's interior with the assault anchor. Our central goal is to completely silence the flying machine's battle capabilities. After the mission, return to the anchor quickly. After recovery, the mission will be complete. Currently, our plane and the enemy's plane are flying at 800 southwest of Stahalmetz. In other words, we're over the middle of the ocean. No need to worry for those below. We must destroy the enemy Gullwing-class flying machine here and now. It's a perfect opportunity to destroy the enemy's power. We must win this battle. Over. So sounds like we're going to be attacking their base, and then we'll have to save, hopefully, in their base soon. Send the number 16 assault anchor. Don't be late. Those that blow their chance don't live long in the field. Ashley's group is all aboard. Begin injecting the buffer gel. Direction confirmed. Distance modification complete. All green here. Part of the enemy's Gullwing-class flying machine is fixed in the target's range. Trigger preparations complete. Good luck with the timing. The rest is up to you. Go give it your all. Warring Verucasus. Ouch, ouch, so rough. Are you guys alright? I'm okay, I think. Looks like I'm okay too. It's me. Sounds like everyone's arrived safely. Is this what you call safe? If you can complain like that, you must be okay. Now for the next mission, you have 2 tasks. One is to silence the enemy's flying machine Verucasus. The other is for all of you to escape safely out of there. Aside from the first task, I hope to manage the second. After you disrupt the plane's power functions, come back here promptly. Winding back the assault anchor will help us retrieve you guys. In other words, we've got to ride this on our return? Okay, after completing the mission, return here and be sure to recover the anchor. From now on, I'll take the comfort of your ride into consideration. Over and out. Alright, time for formation changes. Number 1, we are putting Lilka back. We are taking Brad out. Sorry, Brad. Number 2, it absolutely sucks. We have no bullets. Everybody, like, everyone is dumped of all bullets. We're going to have really slow fights from here on out, since we didn't have an opportunity to go back to a vendor or anything before being thrown right here after 3 boss fights, and we still don't have a save room yet. What? Power plant A operation status. Power plant A is starting up. B is starting up. C is starting up. Do I bomb this? The answer is no. Do I do something with Puka? Okay, so Puka can't get by it. Fire's the only thing we haven't tried. Fire does not work either. Do we have Brad kick it or kick the console? Okay, it was a Brad kick option. Finally, our save room. They probably gave it to us early because of the fact that we haven't saved since the actual assault began. Alright, let's proceed. Okay, door to that side door. Oh wow, we are surrounded by doors. Huh. Oh, I was about to say I can't pull it for some reason. Now I can. Operate the barrier. Operate the terminal switch. I don't know what either of those do. Barrier. Turn on. Turn off. Operate the terminal switch. Turn on. Turn off. I don't know what I'm doing. There is not enough information here, and nothing is showing me anywhere what's happening. I need a little bit more context as to what any of that means. Ambushed? Oh, not only that, but it's Ashley solo. Yeah, that was pretty easy. Turn those lift switch on. I guess we wanted that. We also have those 3 containers. I can drag them. I need to see the other side. Okay, so that leads to a door. Operate the terminal switch. Confirm power code. Power code. Okay, so I need to write this down. Turn on terminal, turn off terminal. I still don't know what any of that means. We'll dodge that encounter. We'll jump down here. Okay, I'm actually... How would I... Oh, I get it. Oh no, I don't get it. How would I... Yeah, because that's the part that I'm just don't understand. So how would I pull that up? Yeah, I don't quite understand how to do it without getting stuck. Let me think it over. I'm gonna run to the bathroom and I'll be right back. I don't see how to really do this without getting stuck in an area where I can't pull the last barrel. Okay, let's take a fresh look at this. The problem is I can't jump. How would I... Oh, actually... Oh, wait. What if I were to... Oh, okay. I think I see it. I think I see it. But it is going to involve a little bit of extra legwork here. No, well, yes, but not this way. I'm gonna do it. Okay, so I need to... How can I do it? You know, let's just do it this way. Walk back around. It's gonna hurt my head too much to think about doing it the other way. So we'll jump down here. Okay, I screwed this up. So I need to... If I can go like... Okay, I think I just need to completely reset the room. Okay, so it's reset it. Yeah, so this is... Now that I know that we can just double back, this is going to be a lot easier to do. So now all we need to do is this. So one, pull. No, that's still not right. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. That's still gonna have the same problem. I can't get out once I... We need to reset the room again. How would I even... How would one even make the bridge on that other side? You'd have to... I mean, I see it, but I don't get it. I think... Okay, there is... Okay. I think... I'll try something like this for the time being. Pull that one out. The only way we're gonna be able to complete the bridge is if something is pushed all the way to the right and then pulled up. If I push you there, pull you out. This may be the hardest 3-block puzzle I've ever dealt with in my life. I have no idea why I'm not seeing it. I just don't get it. I just keep seeing myself getting boxed into a corner if I do what I'm planning on doing each time. I can jump, I can reset this, I can jump back up. I'm then stuck. I can push that one back. Does that help me? Can't pull that one out without being stuck. Well, I didn't want to do that, but Hi, Shockstorm. I am stumped. We may be here for a while. Yeah, I mean, that works, but then we're stuck again. We'll reset the room a third time. Yeah, I don't understand what to do. Uh, there's one other thing I'm thinking of doing. It won't let me, like, yeah, I didn't think so. Do it like this. We'll do it like this. No. Well, I did not even know that interaction was possible. That's really sucks. Fourth reset. I was trying to pull it, not push it. No, then I'm trapped on the other side again, just like the other times. There's no way to do it without getting stuck. One moment. Alright, sorry. I'm thinking we may have to reset the room for a sixth time. I'm not seeing the solution. Even if I were to double back, it's the same situation that's happened the last 5 times. I don't see, because the thing is, I can make a bridge, but the problem is I'll be stuck from behind if I make it, and then I can't get out, and so that's the only way I can see to do it. What's the way you're saying? Because I mean, I can push this one there, push that one there, and then tug it back, but then it's in spot 2, and then I can't get out. I can double back and push that one over there to the far corner, and then go to that side and push that one out so it can go in the corner, and then the one that's in the center, it's the same situation. I'll tug it back one space, but then I'm stuck, can't get out. And I'll be stuck between 3 boxes, so I'll have to push one of them back out, and then we're in the same situation we're now. I literally am not seeing it. We're gonna spend the entire stream here. Because that's, I mean, again, getting stuck. That's not what I wanted to do. Either way, we're gonna have to reset the whole room. I keep dashing rather than grabbing. I hate that everything is tied towards the X button. That doesn't make any... No. I mean, then I can't actually jump up from above. I have to reset it again. I'm just not seeing it. I don't think I'm ever going to see it. Every solution has me on the other side of the box, meaning I'm going to be stuck here, I'll be stuck on the top right corner. Everything I'm looking at says I'm going to be stuck. Anyway. There's no power. Power is necessary to operate it, so I have to go back to that terminal. I think in order to... Wish I knew that before I went in this room. I struggled with that puzzle for like inordinate amounts of time. So that must operate that room. So why even give me the option to turn it off? I have Tim, Ashley, Lilka, and Brad. Brad is out of our party. We have no bullets. They gave us 3 boss fights in a row and then threw me right into another dungeon. So nobody can really do much, operate much in terms of power right now. Would have liked a little bit of a reprieve so I could go ahead and reload everybody, but apparently the game wants to move a little bit faster, so this does not have power. So I'm not even supposed to be here, is what I'm gathering. We need to go out of here into a different room. So that side, I think... Okay, so we need to pick an entirely different door, I think. Either that or this room. Do something with the terminal in this one. Oh no, it completely redoes that makes it so I have to completely redo the floor box puzzle each time I re-enter the room, so I'll have to redo the other one in the other room. I hope I remember. Okay, oh, it does stay intact. It does stay intact. At least that one does. Okay, so that was, I needed that one to be operated then. So it operates the crane, it drops that. Power code for power plant A. I wrote it down. So we have it. A will be turned off. Granted, I don't know why we're doing any of these things, why you'd want barriers on or off, terminals on or off, or power plant on or off. The game hasn't really explained anything about what it wants me to do here, which is why I'm a little bit fatigued and tired of it already. We just started the first dungeon of the game after a boss rush, and I'm already sick of it. Okay, we can take that one to go to the upper path. Nothing here but a door, which I don't know if we need to take yet. Okay, I learned some kind of a spell with the crest I had after using like 2 casts. But yeah, I found that was a little bit odd. I didn't understand what was going on at first. I learned some kind of a fire spell. I'll have to double check to see if I have a life one. I might somewhere. I know I've probably ignored a lot of chests and things just because I knew that there was just a lot of ground we were going to have to cover in the game. And I just didn't want to dawdle. So it's possible I may have accidentally overlooked it. But whatever you're saying as far as like a life medium, that does not sound familiar, so I probably don't have it. Yeah, I only have those 4. But right now, we're just gonna have Lilica be the individual that's gonna be handling the actual healing side of things. So that's gonna drop that down. And in doing that, we now have access to that door, but we also have access to that door. Let's go through this one first. Oh. Probably can only deactivate it from the other room then. If there's supposed to be some kind of a tell, they all look the same to me. Like, this looks weird, but like, what am I supposed to do about it? I don't trust it. Okay. So I have to leave the entire room and come back. I hate this stupid dungeon. Wait, can I even... Oh, I need Brad to kick it. Oh, and all the things that fell down are now respawned. I hit the wrong button, so we take a fight. Well, this is definitely the worst dungeon there is in this game that I've played so far. Because I don't even remember which ones I fell down from. So was it the top or the bottom? Well, it was the bottom. you know, between the encounters and everything else, I can't keep any of this crap straight in my head. So I think the force field will be gone now. And it is. Power plant B is TB8180. I don't even know where that is, though. I don't even know where power plant bleed. Okay, power plant. We obviously missed power plant B's use. Operate the barrier. Is this all there is to this room? Thought I turned off the barrier. Did I not? Oh. By operate the barrier, you mean disoperate the barrier. Fair enough. Section, I think. It's gonna come up. Oh, it's not gonna come up. Oh. Oh, it is a Tim section. still don't know where we use power plant B codes at. I mean, logic dictates it being here, but I don't recall seeing anything like that. We've gone in all the doors, right? This is the one that gave us the code, but there's no other door. What is the point of that section up there at all? This seems like a dungeon that would be in Cosmic Fantasy IV Part 1, not Wild Arms game. I think it's more grating on me because I went through like 4 dungeons of that in Cosmic Fantasy IV Part 1, only to be thrust almost immediately into another game that's doing the exact nonsense I hate. There's nothing more frustrating to me than a dungeon that just negates any sense of progression. Like, you can play it and you immediately feel like you've been thrust back at the very, very beginning and haven't gotten anywhere. Like, you can't level past that, there's nothing you can really do to mitigate that. You just have to accept the fact that everything you just did has been undone. So that's the terminal, so I guess we just jump down from here. And then it's TB8180. It's incorrect. Oh. Well, they are correct. It is incorrect. So the power plants are all off. I guess we just leave now? I don't know. Hang on there. I just can't let you go on home. Ptolemaea. Looks like you guys might actually be worthy opponents for a change. They say you beat Judecca. Is this guy the real thing? Our Justice will never submit to Odessa. Justice. I don't know who came up with that, but justice can be found in any corner. I've got a little in my heart. You said my justice and your justice. You guys did as you pleased to my favorite Farukasis. We have far too many reasons why our swords should cross, right? Here I go, your arms kid. You arms kids. Show me what your justice can do. I like that if we die here, we're gonna have to redo this entire garbage dungeon. I will just say this, if we die here, I am graveyarding the game. I'm not doing this dungeon again. I don't care. There was literally no safe point between here and literally doing all of the dungeons. Thank you for hydrating, and welcome to Kenzel. Sorry that I'm not having a more animated stream. It's just... not in the mood for this dungeon. Really not. Go ahead and have him attack. Normal attack. Got the dynamite. I'm guessing 500 per party member. Oh, it's a lot weaker. We actually can also combine. Live horn. Oh, I think that's the healing. Well, that was a waste. I mean, my initial impressions are that I think 1 is better. 1 definitely feels like a more fleshed out story compared to this. It also seems to have a lot more balance in terms of its difficulty, rather than being overwhelmingly easy for a majority of the game. And I'm not really sure I care too much about this game's dungeon design. The overworld, like the overworld finding locations, I don't mind that. I think there are some people that minded the fact that none of the towns were visible and you had to hunt for that. That's not really a big deal to me, but the other things are. I think it's probably going to, if it's lucky, it'll probably top out at 75 and still be like a solid, but I don't know if it will get there. It's feeling more like a 74. About 3 points shy of where Wild Arms 1 fell. I will acknowledge this game seems to have a much more fleshed out combat system, but at the same time, you kind of want to have to... I felt like I wanted to take the fights in Wild Arms 1 more than I wanted to take the fights in this. So in the end, it kind of doesn't matter. kind of the same. It's kind of the same problem that Expedition 33 had. It's like I acknowledge its combat is incredible and you get a rush from parrying stuff, but I had no real incentive from going to point A to point B. They're like navigating all of the areas was awful, and it was just kind of not the best of flow. So I didn't have any incentive to want to fight more things. I can't imagine there's going to be much more to this fight once we hit him with the second Vapor Blast. Yep, that was enough. Lilka and Brad got to level 20. There, I guess this is enough. What's going on? The evacuation of the Rukas's passengers is almost finished. You're not. You were buying time till all the passengers were off, weren't you? It's pretty tough having to handle soldiers. I was fond of the Verucasus, but it's perfect to bury you all in. Stop, Ptolemaea! We need to plan our escape rather than chase him. The Verucasus looks like it's not going to last much longer. And we finally had him silenced. One danger passes only to have another danger surface. Almost thought that said banger. Did we really silence him? If the plane crashes, the Valeria Chateau connected by the anchor will fall too. Oh right, then what are we supposed to do? I've got an idea. You've got to trust me with your lives. Well, what are we going to do? First, we have to contact Irving at the chateau. It's me, Ashley. You did well. I see black smoke rising from this Verucasus. Yeah, but there's a slight problem. We're still inside Verucasus. Release the anchor right away. If you don't release it now, the chateau will crash too. I don't know where the Verucasus will crash. The ship could cause a major disaster if it crashes here. We must do something. What are you going to do? Can you abandon ship? I'll head for the cockpit. Luckily we're over the sea. Maybe I can belly land the Verucasus on water. Are you sure you can do it? I'll give it my best shot. It's your only chance. You can do it. Land that baby and get your butt back here. I don't know where we're going to do all of the things. Anything that looked like a cockpit on this floor? I don't remember. You're expected to go through all three of these doors until I find it? Well, that was just pure luck. I didn't know this was an elevator. I was trying to jump down to go through the door. Not do whatever this is. We'll be okay, right? We'll be able to do something, right? This is where my real work starts. You know how to fly? The Gullwings class flying machine, oops. Verucasus isn't a bad machine. The plane isn't a plane for terrorists. This plane is. Hang on, we're landing in water. Hey, over here, over here. Hey, wave your hands too, Tim. Go for it, boy. It really saved me. Their energy? That may be it. We're over here. Hee hee. Did you see how flustered that old codger from the guild Galad was? Hee hee. I'm sure he appreciates the threat posed by Odessa now. He learned his lesson. Yes, indeed. The attack by Odessa was frightening, but in the end it may have been for the better. May I ask what that means? All present saw firsthand just how formidable the enemy is. After all, it takes a direct threat for people to get off of their fat butts to act. We have not had good relations with Guild Galahad. Galad. I'm worried they would be the biggest stumbling block at the summit, but the attack lit a fire under their butts. We made more progress than I'd expected. They are still unwilling to cooperate completely, but they did provide us with their hovercraft. Even if the summit gained only that, we should be satisfied. You're too hasty, and haste not only makes waste, it can take years off your life. Yes, sire. Very well. Now then, how will arms act next? Barukasis was destroyed, but Odessa is not defeated yet. Let's track them down. With the hovercraft, we could search the entire inland sea area. Ah, so she'll have to put the hovercraft to immediate use. We'll look for the data tablets from the Barukasis. A Gullwing-class ship like that should have 3 data tablets on board. Once recovered, the tablets will provide us with vital information about Odessa. The hovercraft is docked on the west coast. I'm counting on you, Arms. Alright, west coast. So we can finally reload our bullets, it sounds like. Let's see. Personal skills. We have 3 apiece. Four to up physical defense. I mean, I'm leaning that way for Tim. It makes sense. FP use cutting also wouldn't be half bad. Now, Ashley is 1 away from the last up parameter. As is Tim, honestly. So all it takes is 1 level. But let's go ahead and reload our bullets. So arm upgrade. So bolt action. I mean, we could take it to 50, but it's going to be 11,000 Gela. Okay, so it costs 500 to give it an extra bullet. I mean, yeah. Locked and loaded, so it maxes at 7 bullets. Oh. Oh. Oh, Modovo. I see. So once it hits a 10 across all the stats, it automatically makes it to where you can't upgrade it beyond that. So I think half our upgrades went towards hit and bullet count, so we didn't get the fullest upgrade we could have gotten out of it. Hopefully 7 bullets is going to be good. We'll reload it to get the 2 extra, but that'll help me understand what to do with Brad's. If I even want to bother, he's not in my main party right now. I don't think I do want to bother. You never know what'll happen to him, though. Yeah, I hope it's only up from here. I mean, if anything else, I just don't want it to go down from here. I don't know if it's going to go up, honestly. I think it's demonstrably worse than 1 in a number of different respects. But I can definitely recognize that it's trying to include more mechanics than 1 did. It's just that I don't care. I just don't. I want to. It's just I'm not interested in fighting anything in this. I don't see that changing anytime soon. We'll leave it at that. 13,207 is plenty of Gela. We want to kind of stick with that. Okay, so they said docked on the west coast. Before we go, let's save. West. So this way then. I mean, I'm not. It's just that, I mean, the way I'm talking about it, I think people might have in their heads like, oh, Gar's like giving this like a 40 or like a 50. It's not like I think the game is like failing. It's just like it's not what I would consider to be good enough to reach like a must play. It's if someone were to ask me for like a program on Netflix or something, should I watch this show? Should I watch this? And I'm like, it's fine. Like, it's 2026. Nobody wants to watch something that's fine anymore. Like, everyone's busy. Everybody has stuff to do. And, like, if something's fine, it's basically the equivalent of, like, almost being unwatchable, so to speak. So I try to emphasize, like, that's why I put more importance on things like approaching that 80 score, because that's kind of getting out of the trenches. Like, if you were to ask me if I were to give something a 75 or higher a recommendation, I'd say yes. It's just that it's like a solid enough game, but it's also at the same time it's in that sea or in that territory of just being fine. And I kind of like those games that kind of break out, and I just don't think this game is going to break out. And so that's why I kind of have that kind of negative tone sometimes, even when I'm describing games in that 70 territory. It's not like they're god awful. It's just that there's really it's hard there's really no it's hard for me to justify somebody going out of their way to experience it. It has to be something that there has to be something very, very uniquely personalized to this game experience that would make it differ from other games that offer the same experience. Even like the first game, I'd recommend experiencing the first game. It hits the 77 mark, and I think it's probably the better representation of what Wild Arms is than this, at least from what I've seen. Has helped link the map scope to the hovercraft's onboard terminal. High-altitude satellite images can now be displayed on the map scope. Now you can see all of Filgaia on the monitor instead of just the surrounding area. To move the hovercraft forward, press the up directional button or the X button. To rotate, press the L and R1 buttons. Disembark only on the shore. To disembark from the hovercraft, touch the shore and press the circle button. Hoard the hovercraft, touch it and press the X button. Okay, I am going to see if there's any hints because I have no idea where on Filgaia we are sailing. So I'm going to see if there's anything online that helps me. Okay, so those tablets that they mentioned in passing, I thought they were taking care of it. No, they want me to take care of it. I had no idea I was actually supposed to be looking for that. Oh, jeez, that's awful. Wow. They're asking me to look at a claw of the peninsula due west from the former location of the Valyrian Chateau, where it sat. I don't know what that means. I really don't. I'm assuming we're going to get into encounters on this hovercraft. The claw? It said due west. How do I even get there? no idea what they mean by a claw. There are encounters, wonderful. Olvader, I had a math professor with that last name. Well, Tim's not having a good time. Well, Tim is dead. What the heck? Okay. He had so much to die for, and now he's dead. Let's go ahead and... I don't know what they're going on about as far as a claw, but I hope I figure this out. This is awful. They said due west of where... Oh God. I mean, this could be literally anywhere on Earth. I have no idea where to look. Yeah, this is gonna take me, this is gonna get me nowhere. Let me see if I can figure this out. I'm literally gonna have to watch a YouTube video, I think, for like the next, I don't know how long. I'm not figuring this out on my own. The guide is not gonna help me. This world map is way too huge and there's random encounters and I just do not want to waste time. Let's see this person's long play. Where am I on their long play? If I had to guess, I'm probably less than a third of the way through, but let's take a look. Let's see. Yeah, so it looks like we just got the scene less than 10 hours into their playthrough. And looks like part 2 of 3 is 11 hours. And part... where's 3 of 3? Where's the 3 of 3? Is 10 hours. Yeah, so we are less than a third of the way through. So my intuition was right. Okay, let's see. Looking for tablets is the section I want. So they've just got the hovercraft. They're doing a tutorial with the hovercraft. They're level 26, which is, I'd say, fairly high. Okay, so they are going out. Where is that compared to where I'm at? Okay, geez, how do I get there? I see it, but... Alright. So I need to go... Okay, so that said tablet 1. I don't know why it appeared and disappeared so quickly with me pressing X once. So that's 1 of 3. Let's see if we can figure out where the others are located. Okay, they are now going... Need to watch it at 2 times speed. 1 moment. Okay. I mean, they did extra. I mean, yes, but even still, they're playing at a speed faster than I am. Like I have 12 hours. They're at that particular part at the 10-hour mark, even after doing everything extra that I've been ignoring. Yeah, I don't know how if I'm, I wasn't against it until right now. I mean, this is a little much. I feel like they gave better hints as to where to go up until this point. But again, it's like, I mean, even if this thing wasn't there, it's not really... I don't think this thing has too much of an impact on the game's score, though. It's one of those things that I acknowledge is frustrating, but it's really not enough to really make me be a kind of anti-Wild Arms 2. I prefer to just walk up to a location and just go in. More like how long to beat yourself senseless after playing Wild Arms 2 and getting stuck over nonsense. Oh man, where are they going? I don't know if they know where they're going. Okay, they do. Last tablet. I keep surprising myself with where I set down the controller. Yeah, I don't think I mean, I didn't do all of the optional stuff in Wild Arms 1 either. So I don't see myself doing it in this. Especially if I feel the game is worse than 1. I'm not going to go searching for additional content. There's tablet 2. All of them are now recovered. Contact Irving for our next instructions. This is Ashley. All data tablets recovered. Requesting further orders. Good job. Now must return to Mariabul Castle immediately. Yeah, it has to be a little bit more special and or not too out of the way to do completionist for me to really even consider it. Here it's a little too much to even conceive of wanting to play this game more, but if I think a game is like hovering near an 80 or basically at or smashing past 80, I'm more partial to doing it. Okay, where is the beach? Where do I park this damn thing? I mean, we're going to the Mariable Castle anyway. We might as well use our arms. Nice miss. I mean, if this game does do something to get graveyarded, we could always play Resident Evil 9 Requiem. And then we get to listen to the main protagonist, like, every time she beats a zombie, she'll be like, ha, get Requiem, idiot. Although I don't think she'll probably say that. She probably should, but she won't. What is this? Here lies the mouth of the Lilikius River. Keep it clean, no littering. Now I've got to find where to park. I think we started to the right of this. Okay, we finally found... Okay, so this is Damson. Wait a minute. This isn't what I want. This is the wrong shore. That's looking a bit better. We now have all 3 data tablets. How can we get the information from them? The tablet's protective encryption is very difficult to break. I want to take them to the CLG region for analysis. Well, CLG technology will be able to open the tablets. The problem is getting to CLG. We can't take Valeria Chateau because there are no landing pads. Yes, there are no overland or sea routes to Sealgi. Wait, Lilka, aren't you from Sealgi originally? Yeah. I came here using a teleport gem. Didn't quite work, though. Can't we analyze the tablet some other way without going to Sealgi? Wait a moment. Somewhere near Damson City is a tunnel for transporting coal to Sealgi, isn't there? Go to Damson City and ask the miners there. They speak brusquely, but deep down they are warm-hearted. I'm sure they'll help you. Well, let's go look for the tunnel, shall we? Yikes. I give you a new mission. Ours the case to Damson City and from there to the Sealgi region. Get any information on Odessa you can from the tablets. I'm counting on you. Alright, let's make our way back. Do we want to talk to the people that were the story triggers the last time, or do we need to go somewhere else to find out about the cave? The empathite at the telepath power is protected so it can't be abused. I'm sure that no one can use the telepath. Okay, so that's the same as before. That doesn't help me. Let's try going into the pub, I think there might have been one. I may need a guide again. I thought Gunner's Heaven was a upgrade spot for our guns, so I ignored it. To get to Siege region from here, Mount Chug Chug's underground tunnel is the best bet. The King of Mary Abul really said that? He really did? Mount Chug Chug is dead now. So we had all thought the king had abandoned us, so he still remembers us. I'm glad we can be of use again, especially like this. We Damson City miners will do anything to help you. We'll fight together. First we'll have to free the tunnel. Bring this! It's proof from the King of Mary Abul that I am the top man at Chug Chug. Boss symbol acquired, so we need to go back. To the lobby south entrance. In the room with the candles. Mount Chug Chug. What are they talking about? I have no idea what they're talking about. They're telling me to use it at an area. We haven't even uncovered where the area is. I don't know what they're talking about. They're just saying use it at the entrance, but they haven't told me where. That's our hovercraft. Well, this isn't it. Whatever it is, I'm not worried about it. They said east of Damson. I mean, this was a cave we went in earlier in the game. I just don't see where it's located. Because it's not showing up on our radar. So there's the tower. Where was the cave? Oh, there it is. Oh, it was right near the hovercraft. Of course it was. Under traffic. Wait, is this it? Wait, this can't be it then, right? To find the destination, head east from Damson and go up the ramp by Odd Headquarters if you found it. The rock should resemble brown pavement a bit now and are completely flat. Keep heading west and search the dead end to open it up. Keep heading west. So this isn't it. Where's the Odd Headquarters I found? I got stuck mid-run animation and couldn't cancel the fight. Under traffic. How am I not finding it? So that's the Odd Headquarters. East, search the dead end. That must be it. That's what I wanted. The other big thing is I hate this game's camera. You have to have it turned exactly right to be able to interact or do anything. One, two, three paths? Tool freeze rod acquired. For Lilka, actually, if I press that with the magic will turn to a bolt of ice that can be fired, extinguish purple flames, and freeze certain objects. Perspective nightmare. So that opens up that door. Is it mandatory to do? Oh. Oh. Okay. $908 damage, okay. Kind of a strong attack. chest, huh? Could be a field skill, I have to check it. Okay. That is not a field skill. Migrant hat. When's the last time we've even had an armor upgrade? Because that's +7. Duplicator. Don't. It's highlighted like I could use it, but I can't use it. Let me look it up. It sounds familiar. Did they have duplicators in Wild Arms 1? Duplicator, Wild Arms 2. Consumable item used throughout Wild Arms series. Special key that can open treasure chests and doors that are sealed by magic. Okay. I guess we have to use it in front of a certain door. Or chest or something. Looks like I think we made it out. I'm assuming we'll start getting a lot of red exclamation points starting around now. that's where we came from. Okay, there is a building over there. I don't know, a snow region is technically a type of desert. I feel like no matter what game I'm playing, I'm in the desert. I don't know. I'm, of course, being purposefully difficult, though. I think it'll be... I don't know. I don't know what... Right now, I'm trying to find the next area. I only have about another hour I can play. And I'm having less desire to... I mean, we'll see if I feel differently as of the next time I stream it, but I'm not really looking forward to more. It felt like it was flowing okay for the most part, but now it just feels really, really long. And it's taking me places I don't really care about. Hopefully this is the right way, although I don't think it is. Yes, I was. But of everything I was commenting about the desert, I was poking fun at Atelier Iris 2. Gate Bridge. I don't think this is where I need to be. I don't know. Let me see. Okay, evidently not. We went the entirely wrong way. I did not hit circle in time. Ashley's level 21. this is Lilka's hometown. A town that's inside the force field? How amazing! Yeah. Come on, we have to hurry up and get those data tablets analyzed. There's no time to lose. What's wrong? You seem nervous. Why don't you leave the tablets to us and go say hello to everyone? No, that's okay. Thanks anyway. I thought you looked familiar. It's you, Lilka. I challenged you to a contest, but you stood me up, you runaway. What? I didn't know that, Lilka. So you ran away from home, huh? How shocking. What will people say? You've got it all wrong. I didn't run away from home. I'm just wandering the earth to perfect my fighting skills. If you leave home without permission, then it's running away. Well, yeah, but... Alright, that's enough. Don't get into an argument here. Let's see. Excuse me, but I haven't introduced myself yet. Terry. The platypus. Lilka and I were in the same class. We're friends. Friends? Me friends with a creep like you in your dreams? You're just a big jerk. How dare you? You were always so stuck up just because you got good grades. And you were always trying to hit on me. Then when I finally got a better test score than you challenged me to a spell showdown? Like I said, you're a big jerk. Come on, knock it off. We didn't come here to argue with people. We came here to undo the spell that's protecting the data tablets. We need to see your top scientist. I'm sorry about what happened. I recommend that you go to Mr. McGregor's classroom. I'll go ahead of you and explain the situation. I'll see you at the classroom later on. Okay. Once the scene ends, I am going to take another break because I'm needing to get up and clear my mind because I'm fatigued. My challenge still stands, so don't try to one-way, Lilka. See, he's not really a bad person. A little arrogant, but still. Alright. I will return momentarily. All right. Lucky day in. Saber, how are you doing? I had a rough day with Wild Arms 2 today. I got really, really turned around in a dungeon where I just kept falling. So I, this is the only, I think, stream where I went from having like a somewhat like okay experience with the flow to a rather bad one. So I don't know if that's going to be representative of like anything further, but it's just, it's unfortunate. But overall, I'd say for the most part, I'm doing fine otherwise. Just tired. I don't know why I'm so tired. Okay, that's the regular store. Yeah, let's do that. And that. And, sure. +5, +3. You know, from what I've played so far, I recommend 1. Just because I feel like it feels the most akin to like what a JRPG experience. It feels more like one than this. And I felt the challenge was better. I feel like this one's got more fleshed out combat and things to do than 1, but I'm more into like the feel of the game and how I feel about it than I am like how detailed and fleshed out combat is. And so I think that it feels like it's the better game, well-rounded game all around. This one's still gonna get like somewhere in the 70s. It's knocking on the door of a 75, but I think it's gonna fall short. Probably best to get that. We'll give the 9 attack to him, but we're not gonna have enough to buy anything else. That's fine. I could sell the full revive. We have 10 revive fruits and 1 full revive. Wait, what? Did I not equip it? I thought I said yes to equipping it. Well, I'm glad we did that. A little more. Okay, we're all set. Just enough for everyone to get upgraded. And reload 2 bullets. But yeah, if 2 is the most beloved, I don't know. I mean, they're all having like almost solid to almost solid showings. I don't think like any of them are like outright failures. It's just that for me, it makes me less likely to want to play 3, 4, and 5. Okay, we are going, I think, the wrong way. Where did the guide say to go? Okay, the magic school. Apparently, I somehow have missed the entire big magic school. Unless that was... Oh, that is it. Unless this is it. I will be honest, I don't think having it be different is going to be a bad thing. I mean, it depends on how different is. 4 from what I saw Alex play looked like a game I would hate. But if 5 is different from that, that might be good. A while ago, a female student died during an experiment on a new magic spell. I feel responsible. Well, I do not. I did not do it. When I stare into this, I feel like I'm being sucked in. At the same time, it feels so familiar to me. Is Ultra Code F like a spin-off, or is that like one of the numbered ones? Oh, thank you so much for watching after Lilka. I'm sure she's a lot of trouble with her, but her sister is the Eleniac Witch Girl, so please be patient. Terry has already briefed me on your situation. Let's get started immediately. An empathite-based communicator? We must connect it to a projector. I'll get one now. I will now explain what I did. I shall endeavor to be brief. All 3 data tablets were shielded by an amazingly strong protect spell. It impressed even me. But this presented a challenge to me as a scientist, for you said you'd be brief. Oh yes, you're quite right. Now, as I was saying, the data tablet contained information about the location of Odessa's hideout, but they are damaged and a full analysis will take a little longer. Yes, I'd say about 1 more day should do it. And as for Odessa's hideout, it would appear to be located at a massive energy plant. Data in the tablet suggested some sort of high-quality energy refinement operation. But why would they choose a place where the risk of being blown to bits in the event where they risk being blown to bits in the event of an accident? I believe that there is something at the plant that makes it worth the risk. I can't talk today. To come to the point, Odessa requires massive amounts of energy. This is our chance to finally get the drop on those terrorist pigs. We'll launch a surprise attack and put that plan out of business. A very bold plan, Irving. I see, a surprise attack. We'd finally be able to put them on the defensive. But we have to pinpoint the plant's coordinates first. Yes, well, as I was saying, I will need 1 more day. I can't get any additional information out of the tablets without more time. Okay, Mr. McGregor, we're counting on you. I suggest that you get some rest before tomorrow. You've got a long day ahead of you. Okay, everyone, get to your quarters. Shutting down the energy plant must mean blowing it up. If so, I've got just the thing for that. Lilka! What do you want? This is just too dangerous for you. I think you should drop out. Your magic isn't advanced enough. You could get hurt, or worse. I don't want to see that happen. You don't have to worry about me. I've done all right so far. I know my grades aren't that high, but I do well under pressure. The only time I've ever gotten a better test score than you was in an actual spell casting test, right? But there's a chance you might not make it back. Besides, you wouldn't be able to take up my challenge. Lilka, you have to accept that you're not as good as your sister. Oh, I hate you. Ashley, hey Ashley. What do you want at this time of night? I need you to go somewhere with me. It won't take long. Hey, what gives? This place is really something, eh? It really takes your breath away. I just love this place. This is so exciting, a midnight trip to the Museum of Wonders. Coming here at this time of night reminds me of someone very important to me. My sister and I used to sneak in here all the time. We're always together, my sister and I. I loved her so much. What do you mean, loved? All of CLG was sure she had a bright future ahead of her. But there was an accident during a magical artifact experiment. She... Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. When they told me she wouldn't pull through, I was shattered. I never wanted to go through that kind of pain again, so I decided never to care for anyone again. Ashley, you won't leave me, will you? Huh? Ashley, I really care for you, so don't ever leave me, okay? Of course I won't. None of us will. Not me, or Brad, or Tim, or even Irving. You better promise not to, otherwise I'll never be able to care for anyone again. I promise. After all, you are all important to me, too. Hocus pocus, fizzapocus. Huh? It's a charm to give you good luck and to keep a smile on your face. My big sister taught it to me. I want to be like my sister. I want to create my own charm to make people smile. You can do it. I know you can. Thanks for believing in me. Well then, let's get busy. Where are we going? To destroy that energy plant. I have the perfect item for the job. Let me see that for a minute. So if I open my inventory and my luck stat isn't good, she's off the team. Ultimate test of her wizardry capabilities is if she casts a good luck smile charm on me and my luck is bad or worse, I am going to flip. I remember a spell bomb that sends a bomb blast between dimensions. Hey, that's strange. Lilka, the plan is to blow up the plant, right? Yeah, why? Do you guys have a different plan? Yes, Fizzapocus. Lilka! Hey, I didn't do anything. I can't find them anywhere. Well then where? The data tablets! Someone stole all 3 data tablets. I'm so sorry. Irving! I was briefed on what happened. Only you know who could have pulled off something like this. I need your help. The data tablet's ID pattern was detected moving southwest out of CLG. I want you to begin pursuit immediately. To the southwest, you say? Ah, they're going through the gate bridge. This key will get you across the gate bridge. Take it with you. Bridge key. How did they know we were trying to analyze the tablets anyway? Wait a sec, how did they even find out we were in CLG? Could someone be feeding them information? No, it couldn't be. Freaking Tim. Damn it, damn it, damn it. You're a pillar, you're gonna turn into a pillar of salt. If you get in my way again. Feeding information to the enemy. Alright. So let me check my luck stat. Let's see your good luck charm in action. You suck. Get off my team. Out of here. Terrible. Worst character. Not really though. But we'll go ahead and rotate Brad in all the same. Oh, congratulations on that. I have no desire to play that game anytime soon. Or really ever again, if I can help it. I think once is plenty for 7. I really don't think, no matter what Code of Pain it has, I don't think I ever want to touch it again. I hate class system games. I really, really hate them. And so if it's any of the other Dragon Quests that don't rely on that, I'm more on board with it. But it's just like, 3 started this whole mess, and it just never got better. Lilka, wait, are you going to? It's just like, anytime you have a class-based game, your balance just goes... It's gone. It had balance, and now it's gone. Yeah, but don't worry about me. Worry, I wasn't worried, I played the Super Famicom version of 5. I really did. I liked 5 a lot. One of my favorites, but I also haven't played it in like, oh my god, probably I'd say probably 22, 23 years. It's been a good while since I played it. Ori, I wasn't worried. So I'm long overdue for a replay. That bomb thing you have. Eat my dust. I spell bomb that sends a bomb blast between dimensions. Don't you remember that from class? I wasn't asking you what it was. I was trying to say that if you get caught with that thing, you'll catch major hell. And don't think I've forgotten about the challenge. You better not get killed out there, because when you get back, we're going head to head. And let me tell you, I will not lose. I don't have time for this right now. Catch you later. Eat my dust acquired. I don't understand what that is. Is that a spell? Is that a field ability? But yeah, I've only played the Super Famicom. I know that there's a PlayStation, I think it was a PlayStation 1 translation, or is it 2? I don't remember which one it is. And I know there's also is it the DS or the 3DS? But I've only ever played the Super Famicom original. I don't know what Eat My Dust is. Something. We came from this way. We need to go back. I recognize I'm very, very picky when it comes to games and what I like, but if something manages to capture me and tickle me in a certain way, I will praise it. I'll praise it almost any opportunity I have to give it, even if the score ultimately ends up low. If it does something that really, really tickles me, I will acknowledge that it's done something to tickle me. I think the worst thing a game can do is just not stand out. Even though my score for Cosmic Fantasy 4-1 is the lowest I've given any game in 7 years, it does. I'm not gonna say it doesn't tickle me. At times it does. Tim leveled up to 21. $7:10, so I have realistically half an hour. I want to get off comfortably. And then Thursday we'll have more Atelier Iris 2, which is moving swimmingly. Although I do have to confess, it did go a little bit awry. At least with the backup save. Just because Gray is out of my party, and you actually can only grind on that one screen. You can't leave, because we need to go to that spring area where you have to force game over. So I'm gonna have to do the grind only on that screen, and only with 2 characters, which is not fun. But that's a side project. There's no urgency with me doing that. It's just for fun. My main file, of course, will just still be intact. I don't know. I'm assuming not, but I need more data. I certainly need to be higher level than what my characters are. The bar movement for that particular enemy would seem to imply that he doesn't have a ton of health. But I don't know how many turns. It doesn't seem like he's scripted to have too many turns pass before just kind of coming in and decimating. The problem here is that I am limited very much in what I can do. I can't backpedal to any prior zones and extract items from other places or do certain things. So if there was a way to get the Damascus ring early, to be upgrading my weapons, to be learning new skills, to be doing other things that I don't have access to any of those things. So I may be really, really encumbered in my ability to check that out. We'll just have to find out. Slowly but surely. Although, to be quite frank, if I were to pick up any grind that I wanted to do, it's my getting Ramus to 99 on the Sega CD. Like, that one is... I still have the backup RAM card. Even if something happens to my Sega CD to where it doesn't work, I still have data backed up to be able to take it on any Sega CD. But the time to be able to grind off stream for things is like too few and far between. What is that vibration? It's not terribly peaceful. Woo, a lovely explosion, so boldly large. Ard, ard, ard. From here on, we can't cross even if we want to. So smart, and we're so cool. If we raise the gate, it'll all be ours. The bridge in front is open. Darn, it's one of their tricks. Leave it to me, I'll lower the bridge. Kick. Oh, I was hoping he'd kick it. Just kick the bridge down. Yep, we've got Liz and Ard. Which totally don't make anything when you put their names together. Oh, our plan has gone up in smoke. Ard. How sneaky, we'll raise it again. Whoa, 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 what's going on? Energy is insufficient. 5 minutes until the bridge opens after recharging. Boss silhouette time? Nope. I don't get it, but everything seems okay. Let's get across before the bridge reopens again. Which way? Wait, which way? This way? That way? No, that was not the right way. Well, that was confusing. I'm assuming we screwed up and we have to do it again. Lower the bridge to close, don't close. So, is the timer gone now? Like, what happens? Okay, so much for the time. I think we broke the timer. Sorry. I just don't think they presumed anybody would be so idiotic as to get turned around there. We are going to have to rotate Milka back in, despite my obviously humorous outburst at her attempt to be a good luck casting Okay, so you don't even have to go in with the full party, but of course we are going to. I don't want to take those fights. Yeah, it's also just good for, like, character lore in general. Like, you have certain characters that are, like, warriors or certain things, and, like, they have their own personalities. If you just kind of have blank slates on everybody, it kind of becomes a little bit more boring conceptually on that front, too. I the thing is, I don't think I'd be as opposed to it if it's just done well, but, like, every time I just see it done, the cynic in me is like, "Well, uh, there's just not gonna be a fair balance with it." I see, I see. So I imagine this would be horrific if the timer was in play, but it's not. So, oh, hold on, I see you. I see you, sneaky, sneaky. Oh, come on. Yeah, I mean, if it's like characters having their own innate classes and they can like evolve in certain paths and things like that, I feel like that's more fair. I'm not adverse to like any sort of like class changes in terms of like innate, their own innate trees per se. It's just that I find it to be difficult. Yes, yes, McKenzel, we were on the same wavelength there. That's exactly what I was saying. That's really what I like. That's kind of one of my favorite things. Even if like weapons or have their own branching paths, kind of like Atelier Iris too, I'm fine with that too. Just because it seems like you're less likely to break the game by doing that. I was curious about the red one, but I didn't want to touch it. It's faster for sure. Clay Puppet and Iron Maiden. Yeah, I'm definitely curious about some of the other. I'm definitely curious about Dragon Quest X now that the translation is pretty much almost done and Alex is getting ready to get that done. I don't know anything about 10 and its gameplay style and what it's going for, other than the fact that it's an MMO, but also there's the offline mode. Considering right now I'm on the fence where I feel like 5 is my favorite, followed by 8, followed by 11, and Dead Last is 3. Dead Last is 3. Like, and I thought maybe at one point it was just the remake, but then I tried to play the Game Boy Color, and I'm like, no, it's just 3 innately. I think 3 innately is just the worst. It's like they were years and years and years ahead of their time in terms of having the class-based system, like years ahead of it. I will 100% give them credit for nailing it, but everything else fell by the wayside. I felt like every town and every single story trigger felt useless. It felt like you could ignore multiple places, and like I felt like there was a lot less characterization than you saw even in 2. So I just felt like there wasn't any sort of gravity to the whole story. You just, I guess you were maybe chasing after the truth of what happened to your father, like he tripped and fell into a volcano, generally a bad day, but it was kind of, overall, it was told not the best way. Yeah, I mean, not a fan. The music's good, and the class system, like I said, is years and years ahead of anything else. Like, nothing even comes close. But it's just, it didn't come together. Not for me. Definitely a fan of the battle music in that game, though, and of course the hearing all of the hearing the flight theme, of course. Can I walk on any of this? I think. Can I do a diagonal here? Yes, but there we go. I knew that that entire path was there. I just trying to figure out. So I think this would definitely be worse if the timer was intact. It's actually pretty easy now that we broke it. I don't know if the fights themselves were also timed. Like, I think we're really breaking it. Yeah, accidental approach strat, I guess. Just get turned around and not know which way is up. Anyway, I'm thinking next save point we're probably gonna stop. I'm assuming we're gonna have to fight Liz and Ard again. Although there's probably not gonna be a save point before we fight them, if I had to guess. Largely because there's a timer, and I don't think they'd like give you a soft lock, like you save with 4 seconds left and you die, and then you're like your file's screwed up forever. Couldn't put on the brakes. Tried to. But anyway, I'll remember level 10 is the maximum for the weapons. No, they knew you'd do that. They knew you'd do that. I can't be too mad at that. I mean, it's funny, but I just like, oh, come on. I don't want to keep fighting stuff on this bridge. Where's Gilgamesh? Is he coming next? Like, what's happening here? Oh, man. They knew you couldn't apply the brakes. What? The bridge is up? Does this mean I have to go back and oh no! They want you to time it. Okay, so the timer has to happen. Oh, that's no, that's mean. Really? I have to walk. Okay, well then in that case, I'm better off just going back to town and saving. Yeah, because if I go through this I'm not going to have time. I'm going to have to go back. When did we learn Napalm Hit? There's no way. Because they made it sound like you could put the bridge, you could like turn the bridge off or something, making it sound like it was still in effect. I guess the timer was there, just invisible. But yeah, the right move here is to walk back to town. I know for a fact we're gonna be like doing that anxious little, oh no, any minute now the stream is gonna happen. They're gonna start the countdown. I'm gonna be poor old guard stuck there. And then I try to get into the stream to watch Degrassi, and then they're like, up, guard, the bridge is up, you can't come in. I'm like, damn it! I can't believe it. I have to go all the way back. And then I go home. I mean, this is fine because ultimately I do want to get the last parameter increase ability from the PSS shop anyway, since we have the level where the other characters outside of Ashley can get it, since they're all 21. But this seems like... yeah, this is actually not good. This is shaping up to be pretty bad for Wild Arms 2. We had the dungeon with the Brucasus, or whatever it was called, the flying ship, that I really did not like those falling platforms, and I did not like the box puzzles that was associated with this, and now we have this. The first 4 streams have been relatively fine. It's just this one has been not good. It's had 2 places I don't agree with as dungeons. I will have to, after my stream ends, I will have to change the category in the VOD to Wild Arms 2, because I started the stream accidentally with Atelier Iris 2 as the tag still. So I'll fix that in post. I can't. So much walking. This is the start. Yeah, it's like, we know it's a 5-minute countdown. We're gonna cut it close, and then after we succeed, we'll probably have to fight a boss. So, just no, thank you. We will do that on Saturday, and then we're gonna have to just make a judgment call. Is this something I want to see the other 2/3 of at this particular point? It seems like it's probably going to stay a 74 then, but we'll find out. No, just inches away from home. I guess I will pull open that file of Atelier Iris 2 while Degrassi is playing, just to have something to do in the background. But for now, I do need to get off and make sure I prepare dinner, so that I have something to watch. So I have something to eat. Something to watch will be taken care of pretty easily. Before we forget, let's go to the market. PSS upgrades. It's the first one, I believe. everyone is all set in that respect. And now we will talk with, we'll go to the inn. Stay the night, and then we will save at that save person. Kind of a shame that I left the area and that kind of undid everything and I didn't realize it. I'm like, wow, this looks like it'd be really, really awful and stressful if you actually had to do this and then you actually have to do it. And I'm like, well, not a fan. All right. Well, that's going to do it for Wild Arms 2. We will be back on Thursday for more Atelier Iris 2. We are on, I believe, Chapter 10 now. And so we'll be doing our 4th stream of that. We seem to be averaging about 3 of those a stream. So I'm thinking that's probably going to be a 7-stream or 8-stream game overall. But it seems like it seems to be flowing fine. Other than when we get stuck in areas and have to backpedal out to get the items. That's always the part that's like not fun. Yeah, that's the part I kind of regret, is the fact that it was a little bit of a slog, and we unfortunately it may or may not be a bit of a slog at the start of Saturdays. So we'll see how that one goes. But Wild Arms 2 is on thin ice. I mean, it may get a graveyard in 74. Usually I don't graveyard when games are that high, but we'll see where things fall, and whether we fall. I don't want to fall. Hopefully we'll be able to get across the grid, no problem. But take care, everybody, and have a wonderful night.